Hello everyone, it's your boy Sav. I'm super excited for today. We have the finals of probably one of the biggest tournaments I ever played, NBBL Natdex OU for $10,000. I'm facing my good friend Lick. It's not best of three. It's honestly who takes this one takes the money. So like this is super important for me. I will leave the tournament link in the description if you want to see my other games from the previous rounds of the tournament, as well as the team with the EV spreads and everything. Shout out to Envy for inspiring me to come up with these EV spreads, man. Oof, but they were very important. Anyway, let's talk about a little bit about the team. So I wanted this is my most important tournament game ever. I think anyway. So I wanted to use and it's against a friend of mine. So I want to use something that I would use my favorite Pokemons. I would use something that I'm happy using. So you already know I brought my boy Medicham, Mega Medicham. You already know I had to use this thing. I've been using it in all my tournaments in Auras, SM, Natdex. Natdex not so much. So I think Medicham was like must in this game. Like Tapu Koko, I love this thing. Uh, Scarflando, I love that thing. Hijan, my favorite wall breaker type of type of Pokemon. Snowbreaker, all that stuff. And then you see the second Pokemon on the screen. Now, not many actually know that. Over like things like Medicham, Darkrai, Deoxys, or even Diglett. My favorite Pokemon is actually Spoink. No cap, no cap. I love this thing. I love this thing so much. So I really wanted to make this thing somehow work for my biggest tournament game, and I think I did. I think I did really good, really did really great job at it. You'll see the game. My opponent is using Mega Titar, boring ass how Lucha stuff. I'm happy I have both Spoink and Coco and not Lando. Lando can help. Slowbro for how Lucha. But I'm really, and I have Slowbro for Excadrill, but we'll see, and Lando. So my matchup is not awful. I'm a little bit afraid of like HP ground Volcarona and things like that, and I'm a little bit afraid of the Tapu Lele as well because Moonblast, Focus Blast, all that stuff. If it's choice specs, my EV spread on Hichan is not max PDF. It's a combination of various different things. You'll see during the game. But yeah, this was like really cool. Let me know how you feel about the game and let's get into it. So let me get the music playing in the back. All right. So I'm leading with Landorus, Scarf Landorus versus his Mega Titar team lead. I wasn't expecting Titar to be honest, but either way, I think it's like a very fine lead for me. I can U-turn out versus everything. Earthquake is kind of free, but I'm expecting like a Fistef Mantine. So I'm gonna U-turn out. He gets a Sand Up. And I'll switch. Now I have a few options right here. I U-turn out, which obviously means he has free step on Mantine, I think anyway. Maybe not, but maybe not much, maybe a little bit. So maybe speed F, maybe speed. So I have a few options right here. One of them is go into my Medicham. I have Thunder Punch, Electric Terrain boosted Thunder Punches. And I can also go into my Coco immediately, but that invites Excadrill and there's Sand as well. So I go to my Medicham instead. And I click the Medicham, I click the Thunder Punch. He makes a fine ass play going Excadrill hard into my Medicham. So I was like, okay, we're having a game. He's no joking. So I'm going for a switch into my Slowbro. He clicks the safe Earthquake. Look how much it does, by the way. I'm Sped F-ish, so it's gonna be able to eat attacks from Choice Scarf Lele, not Specs. So I gotta be very careful. I guess he can eat Psychics. So I have Psychic resist on this from Lele, and I have Moonblast resist on Hichan, so we're fine. But yeah, 41 for Earthquake, that is a lot. I was like, what is this? Like Adamant for sure. So we're gonna slack off that damage as he grabs the opportunity to get his Titar in because he figures out I'm more likely Spedef. But he goes for the cans. I'm Cold Berry. You get counter already. This is the idea of this is what I was trying to go for. I'm Calm Mind Spoink, Calm Mind Psyshock, Rest, Sleep Talk. And this is kind of like my go-to check for the dark types like Blizzard, Titar and all that stuff. Unfortunately, he doesn't die, but he will die after rocks. So my big priority now is to get up rocks and save my Slowbro because I need it. I make a switch into my Coco. He makes a very good prediction with Stone Edge and does a shit ton of damage on me. Thankfully, he didn't crit me. And then I go for the Ute and he makes another fancy play. He goes for Corona trying to bear me. This guy is not playing. But we switch to my Hichan. Now this is you're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one. Let's see. Oh my boy. What did I? Oh my god. Okay, thank you. Alright, he goes Mantine, expected. I get the rocks up, so Titar is gonna drop. He goes for He has a fast Bandai, but I get go for the nature power, electric terrain, thunderbolt, GG. Now, of all things, we deal with Bandai, which is like one of the things he probably had for hazard control. I don't know if he has hazard control on Excadrill. He should have rapid speed, right? It's Excadrill, so maybe he was like haze toxic on the Bandai. I don't know. But either way, this is like super nice for us. We deal with the ground resist. Now he only has Hawlucha to resist the earthquakes. So my Scarf Lando looks like a wing gun, but I cannot go hard. I have SPDF investment and HP on my Lando, and speed and attack. So it's a mixed kind of like Scarf Lando. It's not like it's bulky, so it's gonna be able to help me versus Megalazam. Yeah, versus come on, common fire types and psychics in the tier as well as Clef. So he goes for the Quiver Dance. I don't have max PDF on my Hitchan, so I gotta hit the Magma Storms. I don't, so he goes for another Quiver Dance. So this is looking like real bad, especially if he has Roost. I'm gonna be struggling. I taunt immediately, so I don't give up like so many boosts. He crits me, so instead of leaving 2, I leave only 1, which is like really bad for us. So he's gonna Psychic me again, and this looks tough as fuck. This max speed, max special attack. I don't think he has HP investment. 25 plus 2. Maybe he has HP investment. No clue, man. No clue. But I decided to go Spoink. Now, he has one more turn that he's taunted. What does that mean? The way he played it, he switched, he brought Volcarona on my Hitchan. What does that mean? It means that he's more likely to attack Roost with HP investment, right? I don't think you would try to set up with Volcarona in front of a Hitchan. I guess he probably figured out I don't have Toxic or Taunt on my Hitchan, so maybe 3 attacks HP ground or like Roost. So what I'm thinking is that he doesn't have Backbuzz. That's what I'm hoping of, at least like at this point it's like looking real bad. I need my Medicine maybe to fake it out, but it's not gonna do enough, especially if he has HP investment. So I go into my Spoink. He has one more turn that he's taunted, so I can kind of like scout if he actually has the Backbuzz. I go Coco, he kills me with Fear Dance, gets another boost. So this is like looking like mad awful, but I have the Spoink. Spoink has Thick Fat and a Violite and max HP. It's not SPDF because I'm Calm Mind. So look how little I'm gonna take for this. Bro, I took 24. I took 24. This thing has stats, man. This thing is not playing. Calm Mind again. Thick Fat. Fairy Dance again. He gets another boost, right? No, he doesn't. So we're boosting. I think he boosts as well. I have the Spoink. And the good thing is that we have the Rocks up for T-Tar. So T-Tar cannot really hurt me at this point. It's like really nice for us. But yeah, we gotta beat this Volcarona somehow. It's why we said Fury Dance, Psychic, Quiver Dance, Roost, kind of defensive type of EV spread I'm expecting anyway. So it didn't do very much to me. Let's see. I go for the Psyshock, I think, right here, and look how much it does. Oh, okay, maybe next turn, my bad. Quiver Dance gets all the SPDF. Maybe doesn't expect Psyshock. Solid 2KO. Solid 2KO. He Roost again. I go for another Calm Mind. And he goes for the Fear Dance, does 14. So I'm able to rest. And this is super important, because he doesn't do enough. I'm just praying I don't get crit with my Spoink. I Calm Mind, unfortunately, instead of like getting another Psyshock. Like this time I think I Calm Mind again. Yeah, unfortunately, Sleep Talks. But I get it this turn. So this is like really nice. I'm gonna 2KO him easily. And now, this turn, I think he expects me to Sleep Talk again, so I can keep my Spoink to rest, excuse me, to keep my Spoink as healthy as it gets. So he Roosts right here, so I think I 2KO him, which makes sense, right? So he can get more turns to fish for a critical, but he doesn't. He goes Excadrill. Now this is very important. First of all, he has to Rapid Spin, so he doesn't. If he Rapid Spins, this is like super good for him, because he'll be able to kind of like get the T-Tar which walls my set. So no matter what he does, first thing that he always has to do is Rapid Spin. But he decided to go for Toxic. Now I totally get Toxic because like he wants to force me into a Sleep Talk. Otherwise he basically beat my Spoink. So Toxic into Rapid Spin makes a lot of sense, instead of Rapid Spin to Ironhead or Rapid Spin into Toxic, because I'm max defense. And he goes for the spin, I go for the rest, and then he makes a misplay in my opinion here. He said it was like gonna do a lot, so like I talked to him after, and he said like, okay, maybe he was kind of like fishing for big damage, because his X-Head is like Adamant, so Arrowhead does a lot of damage. And look how much it does to me. 38. But I got the good side shock, and he lives at 1%. If I kill this thing, it was so damn good for me. It was like incredible. Excuse me. So he misplays a little bit, survives, but he'll be able to switch into Titar. Titar was always his play. He misplayed, personally. Things get spicy. Now, I can't mind. That doesn't matter. The thing is, I'm at 2 turns asleep. So next turn I always wake up. And he... Let me see what he did. I don't remember. I go Lando, he grants me, because like obviously this point is like a huge set, and it only does 37, so I can leave another one pretty easily, even a stone hits. I go for the U-turn, I think, on the Tapu Lele, and I get my Medicham in. Now, the reason I did this, with Sand, I'll be able to tell if he's Choice Scarf or not, and he did reveal that he's Choice Scarf because he got damaged by Sand first, before me. So, we'll be able to switch out into my... What do I switch? No, I Slowbro, right? Yeah, max def. Almost. So this doesn't do enough. I calced, and this was an interesting turn. I had to either go for the Scald or go for the Slack Off. I go for the Slack Off because I think it was like too important to keep this thing. If he Moonblasted again and went Halucha, I lost. So that's why I went for the Slack Off. But if I wanted to predict the Titar, that was the turn. Anyway, Krantz is safe for him. I can go into my Lando. So look what happens. I go Medicham on the Ice Punch. He tried to predict the freaking Lando. It's like super nice for us. It worked out like perfectly for us. But there is Psychic Terrain as well. So my Zen Headbutt, if I click it, it would be like kind of like free kill. Like it kills Lele. I don't know if... I think High Jump Kick at this point didn't kill Lele because it 4 times resists. And I was considering clicking Zen on the Howlucha. But yeah, he Ice Punch started to over predicting the Landorus. And I go Medicham instead. So... He goes Howlucha, I click High Jump Kick. I wanted to click Zen Headbutt, but I got scared, so I didn't do it. Howlucha takes a shit on. I have a full HP Slowbro. He actually calls it out and goes back to Titar. So he gets a free grants this time, no resist at all. So I gotta have to go for this little trade right here. I've survived, thankfully, with my incredible EV spread. And we died to Sand, unfortunately, but now things get spicy. He goes Exadil, I go Medicham. I wanted to High Jump Kick Zen Headbutt, do something, but... You already know I faked out on the Tapu Lele. He gets a kill basically. I decide to sack my Medicham and go all out with my Lando, which lives this attack. I have HP investment and speed def, so this should live easily. And we go for the Rock Through because it's the only accurate Rock type move. I didn't want to miss Rock Slide or Stone Edge, so I have Rock Through. And he goes back to Lele. Side Shocks this time instead of Moonblast because Moonblast would have done a lot less, and this Psychic Terrain boosted. I survived thankfully, and I go for another Rock Through. No more Psychic Terrain, so he kills me right here, and I get the Spoink right now to wake up. We have 2 turns of sleep, already like burned, and I go for the Side Shock here. Excellent. Side Shock would have done nothing to me from Lele, and all we have to do is survive the Moonblast, and Spoink basically gets the win in my biggest, most important tournament of my life. Nah, this was my biggest and most important cap of my life. April Fools, guys. I hope you actually enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun like recording this battle. But yeah, this is like kind of my April Fools type of idea for the for the day. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Have fun with friends. Have fun pranking everyone. And yeah, see you probably maybe later today or tomorrow with another one. Bye bye everyone. See ya.